Bet European Darts Grand Prix, and it sees Belgium's top player, the Hurricane K.Huybrechts, number 4 seed here this weekend, taking on the bullet Stephen Bunting, a former champion of the world, a 2-time world master, and one of 3 guys this evening who have not claimed a European Tour title. Gerwyn Price was one of them. He's not going to change that this weekend. He's just been knocked out by the world number 1 Michael van Gerwen, who awaits the winner of this encounter here. Dan Dawson to talk you through it, along with Rob Malarkey.
Good evening, Dan. Yeah, just 6 legs dropped by these 2 players so far this weekend between them. K.Huybrechts 6-0 against Martin Schindler, and then 6-2 against Alan Norris earlier today. For Bunting, a couple of 6-2 wins. Firstly against Jermaine Vathimena, and then against Michael Smith earlier today. That was a very, very effective performance by Stephen Bunting. 4 180s. Average just over 90, but that was a big, big scalp for Bunting.
First
the number 12
Stephen to throw first. Game on.
And Bunting can boast a couple of previous successes against K.Huybrechts in the head-to-head encounters. Their most recent meeting was actually a draw, though, in the Premier League in April of last year, the year that Huybrechts was relegated from the Showpiece Bonanza.
Showpiece Bonanza?
Showpiece, I don't know where that came from, actually.
60.
They're all Showpiece Bonanzas. This is a Showpiece Bonanza.
Well, Showpiece Bonanza or not, it does see 2 big names
55.
in the world of darts. K.Huybrechts, a former Dutch darts master, and of course the defending champion here at the European Darts Grand Prix. He beat Peter Wright in the
59.
final here at the Glas Palast. Had to survive championship darts, but then again he kind of returned the favour, missing 7 against Mensur Suljovic earlier on this month.
58.
K.Huybrechts, the champion here last October in what was then the final European Tour event of 2015.
57.
Semi-finalist last week in Mulheim, a finalist in Riesa. It's been a very productive couple of weeks for K.Huybrechts. Knocking on the door once again here.
35.
Yeah, you would think if he keeps playing the way he is playing, then more titles will come for K.Huybrechts.
59.
He has 2 on the European Tour. Can he make it a hat-trick here? Well, Bunting in good shape.
93.
Not the end of the world. Huybrechts going to need a big score here to apply some pressure. He could produce one. Hang about. Oh, K.Huybrechts 171 to leave 95. Bunting now, there's pressure on the double 10. And he pins it second dart. K.Huybrechts goes 1 down, but has the throw in the second leg.
Yeah, Paul Nicholson and I were talking earlier about Huybrechts and this
100.
sometimes unerring accuracy on treble 19.
He's been hitting most things he's been going for over the course of September. He's been superb. I mean, in fact, you look at K.Huybrechts and the number of semi-finals that he has made. He made the semi-final in Gibraltar on the European Tour. That was back in May.
96.
But since then, he went semi-final of the World Cup with his brother Ronnie. Back-to-back semi-finals on the Pro Tour in Barnsley in July. Semi-final in Dusseldorf on the Euro Tour. The final in Riesa earlier this month, and then the semi-final last weekend at the European
100.
Darts Trophy. He keeps putting himself in the frame to win titles, and he's not been very far off. Obviously, 7 darts to win the title against Mensur Suljovic is the big one. But then
60.
he had Michael van Gerwen in trouble last weekend.
99 checkout, was it? Yeah. But he needed.
And he was unable to pull it off.
60.
He's been solid this weekend without hitting some of the heights that we've seen, but then again, he's not been in trouble. He's not had to. As you say, he's only dropped 2 legs so far this weekend. Now is when he's going to have to turn it on and find his best stuff. And K.Huybrechts, when he went and won that Euro Tour title at the Dutch Darts Masters, it was held in Veldhoven. He was able to do that. He got better as the tournament went on, and particularly in the latter stages. Saw off Michael van Gerwen, beat Brendan Donald in the final. And 149 for K.Huybrechts. Not going to take it out, but he is going to leave himself handy, and Bunting's left a 118. Now he would love this first dart in the 60. He can still take it out if it just goes in the big 20. Oh, that's perfect. tops for Bunting. It's 2-0.
To the second leg.
And I tell you what,
Stephen Bunting.
the first 2 legs, Bunting has had a ton-plus checkout,
Third leg,
where he's given
Stephen
himself a
to
dart and
throw
tops.
first.
He missed the first one. It didn't matter. Huybrechts was not there waiting. That time he was.
Game on.
That time he took it out. And that is a break of throw.
Signs that this is a very, very different Stephen Bunting. Certainly to the one that lost 6-1 to Robbie Green in Risa a couple of weeks ago.
100.
We said the point before, prior to this month, he'd been putting in some decent performances in Europe. Semi-finals in Dusseldorf, last days in Austria
59.
as well. Having been eliminated in the last 32 in each of the 3 other events for which he qualified this year.
Well, he did make the semi-finals right here at the Glass Blast a couple of
60.
years ago. And it was Michael Smith that denied him on that occasion. He's still yet to make a final of a Euro Tour event. But he's just beaten Michael Smith
82.
here. So he's done something that he couldn't do 2 years ago. And we know Stephen Bunting has the game to beat the best. He's won 2 PDC titles. And in March, he beat Michael Van
82.
Gerwen in the final. The other one, only his second PDC event, beat the mighty Andrew Gilding 6-5. That was back at the start of 2014.
Huybrechts again, 2 treble 19s there, just salvaging something here. But Bunting just looking to reassert some authority here. Well,
89.
straying into the treble 4, but down to 170. Huybrechts on 226. And once again, the switch to the 19s is effective.
127.
We've seen this twice this weekend already. Ian White hit one and Michael Van Gerwen hit one just a few moments ago, but we are not going to see the 170 from Stephen Bunting here.
95.
But he's asked the question of Kim
99.
Huybrechts. 57 scored, 42 remaining, double 16.
83.
And Bunting for
Steve, you require
3-0.
75.
And that was Kim's chance to break. He might get another opportunity, but the way Bunting has started this one, well, 58 remaining, so tops it is for a 3-0 lead.
35.
That was a good near
You
inch above the
require
wire.
16.
So Kim to break back, double 4, chasing round the board, Kim Huybrechts, and he gets there in the end. And
Third leg.
well, you can
Kim
see what the
Huybrechts.
reaction illustrates. That's a big, big leg to get on the
Fourth
board
leg,
for Kim.
Kim to throw
And a
first.
snarl on the face of
Game on.
Huybrechts.
You know, I always like seeing Huybrechts in this kind of mood. Not only do I think it is immensely watchable seeing a fired-up Hurricane Kim Huybrechts, but I think it brings out his best darts.
140.
A real stomp towards the board there to retrieve his darts.
Almost shaking the camera.
100.
Yeah, just as a little bit of trivia, that's first PDC title that Stephen Bunting won back at the start of 2014, just a matter of days after
97.
switching over to the PDC. That was the last time Paul Nicholson made a quarter-final in a PDC ranking event. Fact fans.
100.
His time will come again.
Let's hope so. Huybrechts.
121.
Well, he's come back pretty strongly. He had to survive that dart from Stephen Bunting for 3-0.
58. Kim, you require 143.
But he is looking very good here to make it 2 apiece. Great dart. Double 16. Loves double 16.
111.
Not quite got it going for him just yet this evening. He's got 3 more darts at it to make it 2-2. And you mentioned Stephen Bunting does have a couple of wins
59.
against
Kim
Kim Huybrechts, but
32.
none of them in the PDC. There was an invitational event and there was a BDO event back in 2007. But in terms of the PDC, there was that Premier League draw they had, and then Kim did win one
Full flag. Kim on.
in Crawley, so it would be a first for Stephen Bunting if he did record a win against Kim Huybrechts here. It looks as if Kim is getting into the game after a bit of a slow start.
100.
Yeah, and at the same time, Bunting just seems to have lost his way here momentarily.
You see those earplugs in there, Kim Huybrechts started wearing them. And
140.
I'm sure, but he's certainly been wearing them all month on the European Tour. I don't know when he actually started wearing them.
And people have asked, well, I mean, there was this suggestion he was not too happy with the crowd in Rees during that 5 minutes of it, but if the earplugs are in, then where's the distraction coming from?
Well, I mean, you can't block out all the noise, of course, but some players, he's not the first player to wear earplugs. I've seen Justin Pike do it, Mervyn King do it. I've seen a few players wear them. It can be quite difficult. It can mess up your balance and all sorts of stuff. Players do. I've seen players start wearing them and take them out halfway through a game because they just couldn't feel comfortable with them. But Kim seems to be quite happy. I'm be happy with that.
All that.
36.
Well, Bunting, as a qualifier, made the
41.
last 16 here last year in this tournament. He's bettered that particular performance already, but will be looking to go further than this.
Yeah, that's the thing. Stephen Bunting
105.
made a couple of major semi-finals. Semi-final of the UK Open, semi-final of the Grand Prix, the quarter-final of the Worlds, the European Championships, the Slam. We know he can go on and win things. He won everything
60.
in the BDO. Absolutely everything.
27.
Trouble 19. Not going to get a go at the bullseye. Bunting.
99. Stephen, you require
It is a two-darter. Only gets 2 darts at tops. Great finish. Great finish from Stephen Bunting. 3-2.
Some really, when he's got into positions, there's been very little wrong with his checking out today. 118 in the second leg, 100 there.
93.
He made a bit hard work of it getting down to that 100, but once he got there, he took it out expertly on 2 darts. And Stephen Bunting does hold that slender advantage. Can he convert
100.
it into a win for a first victory over K.Huybrechts in PDC darts, and to make what would be a 4th semi-final on the European Tour?
130.
Never made the final of a European Tour event, and obviously never won one. Not even a 2-time world master can win a tournament without making the final. Michael van Gerwen awaits the winner of this one. It's level pegging in this leg. K.Huybrechts. Can he just move through the gears and start to produce the stuff we've seen a number of times from him this month on the Euro Tour?
The signs are there.
100. Give me require 94.
Trouble 18 for tops. He doesn't need to use the bullseye route because Bunting isn't on a finish, so Kim will just look to set this up.
54.
And that's exactly what he's done.
Absolutely perfectly done. Bunting straying into the 5s once again here. Might well have given up on this leg.
75. Give me require 40.
Well, I've done that just yet. He may have to in a moment.
Well.
20.
He's just taken out 100. He's already taken out 118 and 101. Big moment in this match. Stephen Bunting, 81 left, treble 19 for double 12, doesn't get a go at the double.
49. Give me require 20.
These missed darts opportunities are stacking up for Huybrechts at just the wrong time. Oh. Not quite sure how that found its way in, but it did. It nestled into one of the other darts already on the board, and again the reaction more than evident, more than vocal from Kim.
I think he's hugely
60.
entertaining. I remember when he played Phil Taylor at the World Championship, and ahead of the game Phil Taylor had said, I don't like his jumping around, I don't like him bouncing around and shouting like some sort of
64.
angry European gerbil. I'm going to shut him up. He didn't. Kim doesn't care. Huybrechts doesn't care if you're multiple
81.
world champion. Do what he wants up there.
Again, third time, and I think in the space of 2 legs that Bunting's found the 5 with his first
60.
Start. This one very much in the balance after 6 and a bit legs.
100.
Yeah, and you have to say, the quality has not been of the standard that you would expect in the final session of one of these European Tour
57.
events. And in fact, over the course of this weekend, neither man has managed to really trouble the 100 average. A couple of 90s for Stephen Bunting, a 92 and a 96. That was solid stuff against Alan Norris from K.Huybrechts, but it wasn't the real top gear stuff that we've seen from him of late. I mean, he was averaging 106 and around about the 100 mark.
58.
Significant portions of previous European tours this month. Bunting's got a chance to go back into the lead here, and it's double top he wants for a 160.
140.
Yeah, talking of big averages, Raymond van Barneveld, 108.03 in what was the
Stephen, you require
performance
20.
of the afternoon session, or certainly one of them, against James Wilson. He's on stage later against fellow Dutchman Benito van der Pas. Bunting, double 10 for a 4-3 lead.
A shot in the 7th leg, Stephen Bunting over the game to throw first.
And on we go.
Well, it may not be the highest octane stuff we've seen from these two, but I'll tell you what, it is tense. It is an intriguing clash, this, as they fight it out for a place in the semi-finals to face Michael van Gerwen. And you wouldn't think that playing like this would be enough to worry MVG, but there's nothing to suggest they are going to play like this. They turn it on against the world #1. It's just that right now,
96.
I'm not sure who it is that's going to get that opportunity to do it, because there is very little between them.
58.
Grimace there from Bunting.
Stay on the 19s there, because that would leave 95, and that would leave him the 170. He hits the treble,
95.
which he doesn't, so it doesn't really matter. Well, would have left the 132, and everybody likes a 132.
99. Give me a require
Well,
107.
I don't think he'll go for it, even if he sticks the first two in the treble 20. It's a rather
Academic issue now, anyway.
60.
But he could have set it up a little bit better, because even a ton here from Stephen Bunting, having taken out a couple of ton plus finishes already.
Oh, and again.
How many times did he put it in the 5?
44.
Mind you, he did get a dart for the 160 in the last leg. So there's pressure. Double 16 for Huybrechts. It's 4-all, and he hits a ton plus check out of his own.
I think Stephen to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, Bunting was lurking there with 160. May have fancied his chances with that had he got the opportunity, having taken 2 ton plus checkouts out already. Hadn't managed one prior to this match this weekend. Nice checkout of 62 against Vatimena and 71 against Michael Smith.
80.
So he's improved that particular statistic for what it's worth.
Just pulling his darts low on that treble 20 bed, Stephen Bunting.
58.
The trebles have dried up here for Bunting.
Yeah, I mean, we still only had 180 between the pair of them over the course of this match, and they are both guys who you would consider pretty heavy scorers.
64.
Just so scrappy and nervy and tense.
Nobody has taken this game by the scruff of the neck yet. Somebody will have to sooner or later. Or we could just carry on in this vein, and it will be a very messy finale to this second quarter-final. Wouldn't be too surprised if both ended up in the madhouse in the final leg if it goes that far.
140.
A bit more like it from K.Huybrechts, and you saw a bit of a bounce in the step of the Belgian there. He doesn't like the lie. It's not that dart is in the board, and it's quite almost perpendicular to the board. It's not kicking up as he would like it to make the target bigger, and he wanted to stay there.
And as soon as he hit the one, he thought,
Yeah,
But then recovered well with treble 19. And Kim.
50.
Yeah, that brings him down to a finish of 167. So sensible final dart from K.Huybrechts there on the Bunting throw, let's not forget as well.
Once again, it's a low dart at the treble 20 from
96.
Bunting. He does find one treble 19, gets him down to 90, or 167 for Huybrechts. He's not going to go. Bunting may only get a dart at the bullseye. I think he'll start on the 20s. We have seen some players go straight for the ball to try and lead tops.
90.
Is that where he's looking? It might be. It was. It's a poor dart, but it leaves 78. He gets the treble 18, double 12.
Oh.
There it is. There it is. That is not the way I would recommend you take out 90, but as long as it ends with hitting the right double, that will do. 5-4, Bunting edging closer to a fourth Euro Tour semi-final. Huybrechts has something to say about it, though.
What a quality checkout that was, though, in the way he took out the double 12 under loads of pressure.
133.
Bubbling up nicely, this one now.
Chance for Bunting this to just do everything. Try and throw the kitchen sink at K.Huybrechts here.
Oh, Huybrechts on the 19th again.
134.
Devastating switch.
And a bark from K.Huybrechts. I think he's smacking the side of his own head as he stomps back to the back of the stage there.
94.
John Archer, that's Stephen Bunting's manager.
Watching on anxiously at this moment in time.
95.
Needed that. Down to the 132, as you mentioned just a few moments ago. Everybody loves the 132.
They do when it goes in.
Yeah.
They don't like it when you accidentally pull it into the 6. Oh, yeah, you can see Bunting frustrated.
Yeah, sinking to his knees there. K.Huybrechts, here we go.
Yeah, didn't need to go the ball double 16 route with Stephen Bunting back on 194, but he'll set it up very nicely for double top, and it looks as if we may be going all the way. Bunting can just try and apply pressure and hope. Huybrechts has missed doubles. Both men have missed doubles, but Huybrechts only hit about 1 in 4. Needs to go, Kim, double 5. Does go. You didn't need me to tell you that. You just watch the little man from Antwerp.
11 from
Tell you himself.
Stephen to throw first. Game on.
Well, from a very early part of this game, a very early stage of this game, you just had a sense this would go to 11 legs, and it duly has. Bunting with the advantage of throwing first, but he needs to make the most of it. Needs to get a big score on the board
60.
here. And Huybrechts will take plenty of encouragement from that. Just 60 for Bunting.
Well, look, Bunting broke in the second leg of this match. K.Huybrechts broke back immediately. Since then, it has just been hold of throw, hold of throw, hold of throw. But K.Huybrechts already in the deciding leg has got his nose in front.
Thanks to the treble 19s again. And Bunting, 6 starts without a treble.
K.Huybrechts might be about to strike at the very latest opportunity
81.
and get the break of throw that he needs to nick this quarter-final and deny Stephen Bunting a place in his 4th Euro Tour semi-final. K.Huybrechts looking for a 3rd Euro Tour title. Only Michael van Gerwen, Phil Taylor
100.
and Michael Smith have won more than 2.
1 treble at last for Bunting in his first 9 darts, but Huybrechts might have the full quota here.
123.
Well, it was 3 trebles.
And it does leave a bogey number. Ton 40 would get Bunting to a finish. Ton 80, his first one of the match. Oh, that's so unfortunate. And it makes a massive, massive difference as well. Bunting will need 2 trebles for a dart at the double to win this match in the next visit. Huybrechts is going to be sat on double 16, and it's Whitlock Barney all over again. Barney took out the 141 with Whitlock on 32 for the match. Can Bunting repeat the trick? No, he cannot. Huybrechts will get 3 match darts.
And all Bunting can do is just hope and pray that Huybrechts messes this up. But the way he's got that look in his eye, I don't think he will. K.Huybrechts for a place in the semi-finals. That's 1 life gone. It's 2 lives down.
Oh,
and it's 3 strikes and you're out, K.Huybrechts.
K.Huybrechts cannot believe he has spurned that opportunity. 3 match darts missed. Stephen Bunting should get 2. And it is 2, and it's the same target, double 16. That's a mile away. And that's inside. Both men have missed match darts. What's the matter? Do they not want to play Michael van Gerwen?
Huybrechts has squandered 3 match darts already at double 16. He was outside the wire on every one of his previous attempts. Can he get the job done here? Well, he's come the other way. Double 8. Oh, double 4. Switching over to good effect. And K.Huybrechts has survived a huge, huge potential scare to book his place in the semi-finals. For the 4th time this year, it'll be Michael van Gerwen and K.Huybrechts in the semi-final of a European Tour event. And Stephen Bunting will go backstage and reflect for a spell about what might have been. Heartbreak for Stephen Bunting, joy for K.Huybrechts, massive relief as well. Huybrechts goes through and Bunting goes home. Real drama here at the European Darts Grand Prix. We'll hear from Kim very shortly with Elmar Polka once he's milked the applause. And on stage next, 2 European Tour champions, Peter Wright against the man who won in Hamburg earlier this year, James Wade.
Tja, manchmal brauchst du auch so ein bisschen Glück. Das Glück des Tüchtigen. Kim, congratulations. Don't forget your darts. No. So that was the most difficult match so far in the tournament. Very intensive.
I cannot believe I was so nervous. My heart was going. I think if I had a heart meter on me, it would be broken now. It's not normal. I feel good, and you come on stage and I'm thinking, okay, an evening session, I'm not going to do too much, I'm going to relax, and then you come here and you're so nervous, it's unbelievable.
It was the first match where you were behind, and it was interesting to see how you would react.
The first legs, it felt like I wasn't here. I was 2-0 down, and I was like, Kim, come on, you're playing a quarter-final. Get up it. And I tried to work hard. It wasn't good, but I worked for it, and that's a good thing.
And now there's the chance to take revenge with Michael van Gerwen. Last week's semi-final, what a match. 6-5 for MVG, and now it's the next semi-final against him.
Yeah, I know. Michael is, well, he's the #1 of the world, so I'm gonna have to be good. But I have to say, I have to thank the fans in the front. They support me all the time. And if I have them in the next game with the support,
Also, Kim sagt, mit eurer Unterstützung kann er das nachher schaffen gegen Michael van Gerwen. Hier vorne ist die K.Huybrechts-Ecke. Kim, thank you very much. See you later again. K.Huybrechts. Also, was für ein Match.